Hello everyone, my name is Stephanie Grace, and through this video, I will persuade you about the steps that should be taken to stop the global warming. I get all the content of my speech from the NRDC website. It is the External Natural Resource Defense Council website, and they have the purpose to safeguard the earth, human, plants, animals, and the natural system. So have you ever think that global warming is really harmful for our earth? If you still think it is not really bother you, let me tell you some statistics from the global warming that will change your mind. So according to the IPCC 2007 report, the sea level will rise by 7 until 23 inches by the end of this century due to the global warming. So when the sea levels rise extremely, the land will sink and we have no place to live in. It means the global warming should not be underestimated. And during my speech, we will have the three main points: the cause of global warming, the problems that caused by global warming, and what can we do to stop the global warming. So how the global warming created? Greenhouse effect is the answer. It is the process that occurs when the gases in the Earth's atmosphere trap the sun's heat. This process makes the Earth much warmer than it would be without an atmosphere. It works the same with the greenhouse that used to grow the plants. So when the greenhouse stays warm inside even during the winter, in the daytime sunlight shines into the greenhouse and warms the plants inside. But at the nighttime it will colder outside, but the greenhouse stays pretty warm inside. That's because the glass walls of the greenhouse trap the sunset. But for the greenhouse effect, the gases in the atmosphere trap the sunset into the earth and earth becomes warmer. But when there are too much gases in the atmosphere, it will cause the extreme temperature in the earth. So the main problem of the greenhouse effect is about too much gases trapped in the atmosphere. The gases include carbon dioxide, methane, chlorofluorocarbon, and etc. And the biggest contributor of all the gases is human. Humans' emission and activities such as burning fossil fuels, cutting down the rainforest, and others have caused around 100% of the warming observed since 1950 according to IPCC report. And since the start of the Industrial Revolution, more than 2,000 billion metric tons of carbon dioxide have been added to the atmosphere by human activities, according to the Global Carbon Project. And then the next point is about the problem that caused by global warming. When the air becomes warmer, and there are many natural systems also affected by it. The first effect from the global warming is more frequent and severe weather. Global warming contributes to the intensity of heat wave by increasing the chance of very hot days and nights. The warming air also boosts evaporation, which can worsen drought. So global warming also increases the water vapor in the atmosphere, which can lead to more frequent heavy rain and snowstorms. And then the second effect is the higher sea levels. As what I've said before, the global warming is causing the global mean sea levels to rise in two ways. So for the first, the glaciers and ice sheets worldwide are melting and adding water to the sea and ocean. And for the second, the volume of the ocean is expanding as the water warms. So as the result, the amount of the sea levels due to the melting from 2005 until 2013 was nearly twice the amount of the sea level rise due to the thermal expansion. So the last effect from the global warming is the dirtier air. As we know, the greenhouse effect caused by the gases that trap in the atmosphere. All the gases spread everywhere before they reach the atmosphere. It means the gases will be so harmful for the living things because before they reach the atmosphere, they will spread around us, and it can cause the respiration disease for the human and animals. So what are the solutions to stop the global warming? A lot of humans play the major role in the worsening global warming, but in fact, humans also play an important role to stopping global warming. There are three things that we can do to stop the global warming. The first one, we can reduce the water waste, use the renewable energy, and invest in energy efficient appliances. When we're saving the earth by save the water, it will reduce the carbon pollution too. It takes a lot of energy to pump, to treat, and heat the water. So saving water reduces the greenhouse gas emissions. And when we reduce the water waste, we also can help to protect dry areas from drought and also reduce the global warming pollution. And for the second one, we also need to use the renewable energy to stop the global warming. For the past 150 years, humans have relied on the fossil fuels to power everything. The fossil fuels produce so much greenhouse gases that cause global warming. So that's why we need to find another energy source that do not produce the gases that will make global warming worsen. And the answer are the solar, wind, and other energy sources that can replace the fossil fuels. And all the renewable energy also will never run out, as the fossil fuels that will run out if it used continuously. And for the last, we also can invest in energy efficient appliances. So since the energy efficient appliance first introduced nationally in 1987, it have kept 2.3 billion tons of carbon dioxide out of the air. So we can see how the energy efficient appliance help us to reduce the more gases out of the air. So we also can check the efficiency of the appliance from the label, and we will find the eco or green product label. And for the last, we can conclude that global warming is really harmful for our Earth because it causes more frequent and severe water, the higher sea levels, and the dirtier air. And it caused by the greenhouse effect, and human activities become the key of all the gases that trap in the atmosphere. So the solutions to stop global warming we can do are by reducing the water waste, using the renewable energy, and investing in energy efficient appliances. The environmentalist named Robert Swan once said, "The greatest threat to our planet is the belief that someone else will save it." If we still live with the belief that someone else will save the earth, there will be no one to save the earth. So let we save our earth, and let we save the future generation by take our action to stop the global warming, because everything starts from yourself. So that's all my speech about the steps that should be taken to stop the global warming. I'm sorry for all the mistakes that I've made during this speech, and thank you for your attention.